let's talk about the weed smokers. I celebrate all you weed smokers. When I was younger in Trinidad, I saw people smoking weed, getting up every morning very early, going to work, doing their jobs. You know, they would go do contract work back then in Trinidad. It'll be for 10 days or it'd be for 40 days. But they got up and they went to work. They didn't have any wealth or any riches, so they probably didn't look as polished as the people with suits and stuff. They look like plumbers. They look like construction workers. They look like guys that could do awesome mason work with amazing craft skills to build your cupboards, to build your bed. These guys were the weed smokers in my community in Laventille. And I grew up seeing them, and I never thought that they were lower than me. I never thought that they weren't going to make it in life. I never thought that they were going to forget their children. I never thought that they were going to leave their kids and be irresponsible. I never thought they were going to beat their wives. I never thought they were going to kill their children, assassinate their... These weed smokers around me never did none of that. The women were queens. They would sit around, they would care for their kids, they would stay home, raise their kids. Their kids would be grown in their homes. I mean, their children would have an opportunity to be 30 in their house because they were about family, community. And because I saw that, I saw something happening around the smoke that I was too young to know, hey, what's happening around the smoke? What's going on in the smoke? I didn't understand that, you know, what community was being built in the smoke. So it wasn't until I grew up and my mother's husband passed away and I had an opportunity to smoke weed for myself, because one thing I learned when I came to the U.S. is folks do things because of something. I didn't have that programming in Trinidad because I was too young. But once I came here, I saw people do things because of things. So he got shot, he passed away, so I chose I'm going to smoke some weed because there was tons of women in there crying for him. And none of them was my mom. They weren't married to him, none of that. But they was just in there bawling and wailing. And something about them crying for somebody's husband just left me amiss. Like, what the heck? That was too much. I told myself at the time, I think I was 18 going on 19. And starting to smoke weed from there gave me a community. It gave me a family. It gave me a circuit of people to trust. And I don't know why I would need those people. I never knew in the beginning why I needed that community. Now I understand. I'm 49 now. So I get the world of it. Now why it is I needed to go there and to be with those people there and to have commune there. Because, well, actually I got more clarity in Jamaica. Being with the Rastafarians, they taught me something. Because everyone on a Rastafarian camp has a job. Everybody has a job. Either you're part of the cooks, or you're part of the washers, or you're part of the farmers, or everybody has a job to do on the Rasta compound, right? And while you're there, you're smoking weed in a cipher, in a communal way. And then I saw it happening even with the Indian people. The Indian people, they smoke together, they smoke out each other, they smoke for each other, they smoke on each other. So it was definitely a way for them to commune and to build community and to see for themselves all of the ways they can grow and fellowship, right? So the smoking became fellowshipping. And once I saw these ways available, I started doing that in my homes. As I got apartments and I built community for myself, I had the same things in my home for myself and for my friends. And as you come in, I had a great community, a great environment for people to come in and to feel free and to feel healed and to feel like, hey, somebody in here loves you. The bond may have been smoking, but the love is what kept us together. So I want to say this about you smokers out there. I respect you, and I know it's not because you're less than people. I know it's not because you're a nobody. I know it's not because you have no ambition. I know it's not, but none of those demeaning things that folks say to you. I know it's because literally you need a moment. I know literally you need to have community for yourself. I know literally you need to have people there that can listen without interruption. I get it. And I know that this will work out for those that can get this message. That there is nothing missing in your life. And the weed isn't the reason, none of the things. You've even started using the reasons because folks started making up reasons for you. My family say the most horrible things about me because I smoke weed. They say reckless things about me. My mom gets on the phone and she calls people. My brother says he tells people at his job the most demeaning things about me. Listen, and I still wrote all my books. I still set up all of my coaching programs. I still go mentor young people. I still go sit with elders and feed and gain and grow. I still go get mentorship and coaching. It does not stop anything. It doesn't take you out of your element to be great. It doesn't take you out of your element to be someone that creates impact in your community. It gives you an in to another community. It gives you a connection to people that would need a listening ear, or they would need to see you have done it. And this is what I always want to show my community, is that it can be done. You can do it. You could definitely see yourself winning with the right connections. So don't use your weed smoking as the excuse just because your family and your friends say. Because yesterday speaking to one of the maintenance guys, he was telling me, yo, if it wasn't for his ability to calm down, he probably wouldn't even be alive. And I hear that so much. So please don't look down on any tools that the Spirit of God in you is using to enhance you. Don't look down on none of that stuff. This is your real testimony. This is your real life. I'm telling you, this is what God used to get me to this point. This is what God used to get me to say these things. This is what God used to get me to make impact. And this is how it works. And I love and I appreciate you guys always for listening. Thank you. See you guys soon. Ciao. Mwah.